Hello, it's Mario from ELEKTRON here at NAMM 2019 with the Australian musician, and we're gonna check out the Model Samples. So Model Samples is a 6-track sample-based groove box. Each track has velocity-sensitive pads and then a chromatic mode at the bottom. Something that's unique about the Model Samples compared to our other devices is going to be our 1 knob per function. So this means that every parameter only has 1 knob. There's no menu diving. All of your parameters have a set spot, so it calls for a very unique workflow that you don't necessarily get with all of our other devices. But you get the ELEKTRON sequencer, so that means you get live, unquantized, and quantized recording. You have probability with trigger conditions and parameter locking, and then also micro timing. So if you want to sequence steps in between steps, you could nudge over the steps over in between steps, so you could get something that's not on the grid all the time. For the outputs, we have headphones, stereo out, mini MIDI, and it comes with a MIDI jack, and then power supply, and then it also has a micro USB. The great thing about the micro USB is that it's class compliant USB audio, which means you could use the Model Samples as a sound card. So you could stream your stereo audio track into a DAW, record it, and then also monitor your DAW with the Model Samples. The one thing that sets the Model Samples apart from all of our other devices is going to be the workflow. The main differences is going to be the 1 knob per function. So I'll demonstrate some really great tricks that you can't really get with the other devices. So here we go. I have a sequence coming, just a normal hi-hat. I'm going to shape it with the decay. I want to add a filter and then some reverb. The one great function that we added to the Model Samples is going to be the chance knob. The chance knob is probability, and it's probability across the whole tracks, and you have this for each individual track. So if I want to add it to this one track, all I have to do is bring it down, and now it's at 54%. So all of the trigs are still lit up, but it's adding its own probability, so you get your own variation that the Model Samples is coming up on its own. So that's very interesting. You could do that with trigger conditions, but it's just not as easy and quick as in the Model Samples. You get this experience, it's unique. So I'll bring in some snares. You could also live record with quantized and unquantized, as I stated before, and also take advantage of the velocity sensitive pads. So I have this groove going, I really like it. I'll add something else. So you can see how quick it is to start building up a groove. And what I'm gonna do now is function temporary save, and what that does is it saves this pattern into a temporary area, so I could change any parameter to whatever I want, and then come right back to where I started. So this is a great performance tool that you could use in any way you would like. So another great feature is the Control All. Control All allows you to change a parameter across all the tracks. So if I want to change the pitch, if I want to add reverb to it, and then just come back. So like I said, it's the ability to have all of your parameters all in one spot calls for a very interesting happy accidents, for lack of a better term, that is very unique to the Model Samples. And I've experienced a lot of new performance modes that I don't really get with our other devices. So it's a really great device for our power users that want to have a new perspective on ELEKTRON workflow, and then also it's even great device for beginners that want to get an intro to the ELEKTRON boxes. So that's basically Model Samples in a little nutshell. And yeah, I'm glad you guys watched this, and I hope you enjoy it.